Yeah, I think that's right. I mean, he obviously threw the ball really well for the first 3 innings. I mean, I thought it was, I thought it was really pleased. His slider was really good today, I thought. But as the game went on, he just didn't get, like you said, he didn't get away with any mistakes with his fastball, and he left some fastballs just up out over the plate, and they put some good swings on him. They got Batista's locked in right now, you can tell, and he put some good swings on balls today.
You had sort of forecast to us before the series that this wasn't the same Toronto team that you guys saw early when they were scuffing, and that kind of was borne out, wasn't it? I mean, they're playing better now, and their lineup's hitting better.
Yeah, I mean, I think the first time we faced them, they had some guys struggling for sure, and it's Pilar and Batista are swinging the bat well for sure, and so it was, and then they pitched well. I mean, their two starters pitched very well. Stroman's a tough customer for sure, and Domingo kind of put us back in the game and gave us a chance, but it's a little too much to catch up on.
Craig, how do you feel like Drake's throwing the ball for you? Because he was very, very good early, and now having there been a couple outings lately where.
Yeah, I mean, there's been a couple outings lately. I think, he's been very useful for us, I think. He's pitched in some big innings for us, so he's done a good job. He's going through a little, rough patch or whatever, but, we need him, and he's going to be out there for sure.
Was it good to see Willie follow up on Friday?
Yeah, I mean, 2 in a row, and he's really attacking. I think he, felt really good with his slider today, and he threw some real good sliders and slowed the hitters down, and so, it's, the multiple innings really helps us. It helps cover games for sure when we had 4 innings to cover today. So the multiple innings that we've got the last 2 nights from Neffy and Rob and Willie have really helped us.
Craig, you've said some positive things about your rotation so far this season, but is that sort of an area of your team that you think there is pretty much room for improvement? Is that kind of a way to put it?
I think we've got some guys they're pitching well. We've got some guys that certainly, I think have pitched well during parts of the season. So I think it's just kind of the part of the season, the ebb and the flow of the season. For the most part, I think they're doing their job and doing what we need them to do. We're supporting them with a bunch of runs, and that's kind of the stage we're in. With every season is going to be a little different. They're going to go. The starters will go on a run where they help us win a lot of games, and they have. I think early in the season there were certainly times they were helping us big time. So. These are our guys, and they're doing a good job, I think, and they'll continue to be out there. These are the 5 guys that are going to continue to be out there.
Craig, Garza started the season on the DL, 4 solid outings, the last 4 outings. Today a little rough in the 4th, but just overall, what do you like that you've seen out of him to start the season? Well,
I think the big thing is he's really pounded the zone. He's been very efficient with his pitches. I mean, I think he got into the he threw 5 innings today with 65 pitches, put himself in a spot to, he's put himself in spots to go deeper in games. And it's really with attacking the zone. Today to me was just the first hitter. He threw a 2-0 slider to Pilar to get us to swing and a miss and get back into the count. So things like that, incorporating some off speed in there has been, a big plus for him, and he's done a really nice job with it. And he's been solid. I mean, he made a couple of mistakes today that, some days they make you pay for the mistakes. Some days they're singles. Today they made him pay for the mistakes.
Craig, one guy for them that hurt you, made a difference in both games, Goins. He had not been swinging the bat well for them, and he was at a pretty bad slump. Was it just a guy that was ready to break out, or did you make a lot of bad pitches to him, in your opinion?
Look, the fast he hit a fastball. I mean, Oliver is going to throw you fastball split. That's what he's going to throw you. And he, Goins put a good swing on a, fastball not quite up enough today. But, you can say, the guy going in the slumps, those guys are going to swing the bat eventually. So, he had a good series. The Grand Slam was certainly the spot where we're trying to get out of that inning, keep it close. And they kind of put the nail in the coffin there.
particular that you saw from the Toronto bullpen? You did eventually get to both of their starters, but the bullpen, I think, shutouts on both days.
Yeah, I mean, they pitched well. I mean, that's an area that's been strong for them. Kind of, I don't know if they were expecting it. They've had a bunch of injuries, especially to some starters. Sanchez has been out for a while, so from what I've looked at, they've gotten some production from their bullpen. That's a good team. I mean, that was a team early in the year that was before the year and last year a playoff team. So there's good players over there.